Didn't realize most of my dreams had to do with blood and murder, but hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be very different because today's video we're talking about dreams. So I dream a lot, a lot. It's kind of weird how most nights I wake up and I'm dreaming. And usually every time I wake up I write my dreams down on my iPhone, so I have them all saved and now we're reading them today. Yeah, I'm supposed to use this for homework. I don't. Okay, so this first dream started off with me and one of my friends. Her name doesn't matter because she's in the dream for 2 seconds, but it's me and her in my history teacher's classroom and we're just there. I'm falling asleep. I can't keep my eyes open and I'm I don't know what to do. So eventually I fall asleep and then I wake up and a different friend is there. So my friend Bianca is there and I'm all right, well, let's go home. School's over, which is weird because it was third period. So we were walking out the hallway. My school doesn't have a hallway for this classroom, so that was already kind of strange. But of course in dreams, everything seems normal to you, so it didn't really matter. She kept walking backwards and when she walked through the classroom, it turned into the teacher's house and time kind of rewound itself. So eventually just everything's just white. And then I wake up in this gym. So in California, there's this place called McDermott. I don't know if you know what that is, if you're not from California, which some people aren't, but it's basically a place where you can play basketball, you can do rock climbing, they have laser tag, arcade, swimming, surfing simulator, a gym. It's that basically. So I wake up there and I'm there's a volleyball court. So it's this room where it's all nice and fancy, and there's a poker table for some reason, which isn't at the actual place. And then there's this wasteland and there's a volleyball court over there. And of course, me being the volleyball player that I am, I go to the volleyball court because so the way they were playing volleyball was extreme volleyball. So it was you had to wear a helmet, it was very dangerous, and you had to wait in line to get there. You had to wear knee pads, helmets, elbow pads too. It was weird, but normal. So I get in line, I play, and then I win, and I realized I had to go back to my family to drop some stuff off, and then I went back to the danger zone. As I'm walking back, I see this guy drowning in yellow stuff, screaming for his life, and I was just so I get back and the people are excited to see me and I'm trying to play again, but they're oh, we shut down for the day. And so we're all just chilling, talking. So as we're talking, everyone just is disappearing Thanos snap, everyone just So then I start walking somewhere and I see this girl and she's cleaning some of the yellow stuff with the hose and one of the hose where you're So eventually I start talking to the girl and some dude shows up and I learn that they live here, this is their life. They have to keep the wasteland alive because it's the last bit of life they have, and that yellow stuff is coming to kill everything and kill them. And the only way they can fight it is with hoses. They had a whole town and they asked me if I wanted to join, and I realized that I was leaving my entire life behind to join this town of wasteland apocalypse volleyball. This is the craziest thing ever. So eventually I'm yeah, I'll live there. They give me a house and I walk in and I go to sleep. Now here's where things really get crazy and turn really intense. I woke up in this fancy old-timey dollhouse mansion. I start walking forward, obviously. And there's a bunch of stuff happening, a bunch of jump scare stuff popping up and up and down, and of course it's scaring me, it's terrifying, I want to go home and I'm crying. So I keep walking and I see this dog and this dog starts chasing me and I keep going and I get to this room where this dog can't enter and it vanishes. So I keep going and there's blood and murder everywhere. There's a voice, there was a jump scare of something, I don't remember what it was. There were voices being you can't leave, you're stuck here forever. And there were black boxes everywhere that were you can't escape. And then I woke up, or at least I thought I woke. So I wake up and I run to my mom and dad and I start crying and they're what's wrong, what's wrong? And I'm I'm scared, they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me. So they're what are you talking about? No one's gonna get you. And I'm the black boxes are gonna get me. And they're what are you talking about? Eventually I calm down, they calm me down, I'm crying on the floor and they calm me down. And they're well, you're calmed down, can you do us a favor? And I said, sure. And they're go to the garage and grab the chicken in the freezer, because we have an outdoor freezer. So I go out there and I grab the chicken and I see these boxes everywhere again. And I'm crying, so I run inside and I see my dad. And right above his face is the black box saying, you can't escape. And then I woke up. So another dream. I had this dream with my friend Christian where we went to this theme park, adventure park is what I named it in my head. We went to this attraction. It was basically a zombie apocalypse where if you died in the attraction, you die in real life. We go through it, we win, and we go to the next section of the park. We see a ride that's right there where people are on. And so we're trying to go through the gate to the next area. and this monster starts attacking us, and we just run into this like back alley. So we're in this back alley and we're walking, and it's really like abandoned, creepy, I don't know, like Gotham City style, like dark, you know what I mean? And we see my 5th grade teacher, and she's like, what are you guys doing here? Like, you guys shouldn't be here. And we're like, oh, we were at that park, and now we don't know where we're at. So she tells us that she works for the park and that she can get us back into the park, but we can't let anyone know that like she let us in. So we start going through this back alley, and there's like candy all over the floor, there's blood everywhere. Didn't realize most of my dreams had to do with blood and murder, but so we keep going, and eventually she walks into some back control room, and she's still talking to us, but Christian just walks off into the attraction, and he grabs like the blaster from the zombie thing, and I follow him. I ignore the teacher, and she just kept talking like if we were still there, which was very strange. So Christian grabs a blaster and he's like, we won. He screams we won, and everyone's like, yay, someone won, and they realize it was us. We start running, and we're running. We go through this second section again where there's this monster trying to attack us again, but we hop onto a quad, and then he was kind of like lagging, but he eventually got there. So we start driving, we drive off to this like Arctic, like Antarctica place, which made no sense, but it was like snowy, and then inside there was like a town in the ravine. So he jumps down because he thinks he sees his girlfriend. Side note, he does not have a girlfriend. So then eventually I drive down there. He gets attacked by some Yeti, but the Yeti was scared of him for some reason after it attacked him. So while he's worried about her, I drive up to see what everyone's fussing about, and they said, everything is going to collapse. We need to get out of here. There was a fire for some reason. Don't know what caused the fire, but there was a fire. So I see my family running, and we're like, what do we do? And we're like, okay, well, we need to hop on the evacuation train and go to Canada. So we solved this like puzzle that was like hidden, but it really wasn't hidden. It was like over there, you just grab it and put it in, and then I woke up. So that's pretty much all of my dreams. I mean, those are the most interesting ones that I've ever had. Most of my other dreams are kind of just like, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and like, and go check out some of my other videos down below. I think I have like 4 public because I privated the rest. But please go check out some of them, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.